Do you know that one of the major focus of artificial intelligence is to create another God? So that a generation comes that man becomes dependent on machine, not God. Do you know it's an attempt of substituting deity? You know, I'm a scientist. So when we talk like this, it's not because we don't know what we are saying. I studied to doctorate degree level. So I'm not a novice when I know the benefits, but I also know certain agenda that are hidden. And today, a nation, I've forgotten the name now, just, I think, what did they do now? The AI, they just released the first artificial Jesus Christ. The first. There are AI pastors, there are AI churches. That many nations today, you come to church, AI is coordinating service. A computer is just merging scriptures from nowhere because he can use concordance and is talking on many topics and smuggling the globalist agenda into the message, interpreting things in light of what allows for demonic programs to find expression. And a point comes when all the moral standards of God are removed. A point comes where the fear of God is removed. A point comes when the sovereignty of God is removed. And another generation will rise who don't know the ways of God anymore. Because when these people plan, they are futuristic. I know the blessings of AI. I know the blessings of robotic sciences. I know the many good things they do. But I'm telling you, if there is no moderation, the agenda, the real agenda behind it will come. If you look at the 8th evolution of AI, the highest level of AI is called the God AI. So they know what they are doing that you don't know. You are excited because you go to ChatGPT and ask any question and get an answer. The first thing that will happen to you is that a point will come where you don't ask the Holy Ghost anymore, neither do you develop your mind. ChatGPT becomes both your mind and your Holy Ghost. And that is preparing the way so that a day will come when you will worship a machine. And they know these things. Are we saying we should truncate it? No. But we are saying there must be modification. Gatekeepers must watch. So that if they want to go beyond boundaries, we're frustrated. They try it, we're frustrated. They don't know why the thing is not projecting. We are working it out. So if you are a man of prayer, if you are prophetic, these are some of the areas to deploy spiritual power. So your prayer is not just that I pray for 7 hours. What is the product? What demonic agenda have you stopped? You are praying for 12 hours. But there is fornication. There is what do you call it? Harlotry has been legalized in your environment. So what's your 4 hours prayer? Because if the orientation is not right, spiritual resources will be wasted. I'm telling you about innovations. There is an innovation today called transhumanism. That's where all of the genetic modification science comes in. They look at you and tell you, listen, you can change your body shape. You can change your brain power. You can change anything about yourself. So you don't need to depend on God to transfigure. Because our growth in the kingdom is regeneration, transformation and transfiguration. But they are showing you a new path where instead of growing by the abilities of the spirit, you are now growing by the abilities of a machine. And when you do that, a point will come when you will no longer be in the kingdom. I will talk to you about life, and I will show you the level of transfiguration that man can attain if he's developing the life of God on his inside. We can literally become like gods on earth. That's what God designed. When he made man, he said, let us make man in our own image, after our likeness. Let them have dominion. You don't need a machine to upgrade you. With the word and the Holy Ghost, you can attain immortality literally on this earth. We have seen men on earth that grew in glory until they were raptured. Enoch was carried. Elijah was carried. So we've seen men who went into highest level spiritual transfiguration. It's not mechanical or scientific evolution that God planned for us. But these are innovation. A point will come when they preach the possibilities of the Bible to you, you will trash it. So they tell you they can develop and upgrade your eye, and your eye can see like a telescope. They can tell you they can inculcate machines into you, and you are no longer thinking. A chip is thinking for you. And the problem is that a chip is thinking for you. A chip has no soul. So a day will come, a chip will tell you sex twice a week is exercise, and it doesn't care if you are married. And because the gates are porous, these things keep coming in every day, and scientists are being pumped monies to keep developing it. Innovations that the devil is projecting to hijack our world, from genetically modified organisms and cloning to artificial intelligence being misused, to transhumanism, and then to biometric and surveillance technology. This world where you are today, there's nothing you do that does not require passwords. And we thought password was about putting codes. We didn't know password included fingerprints. We didn't know that password requires eye sensor authorizations. They told us before that password was about putting code. And they say if you want the password to be hard, let it be alphanumeric. At what point did our eyes and our fingerprints come in? And you think this data is not collated? You don't know. You think, do you know that even your gadgets are censored? If I give you my phone, after 2 weeks, you will notice that your feeds will change. Not because you are entering different feeds. As you are looking at it, they know the rays of your eyes, and they can corroborate the things that you have been looking from other gadgets that you have used, and use it to sequence new feeds for you, so that they keep you enslaved by gadgets. That's the level of advancement that the world has gone into. So if I carry your phone, give me a few days, your phone will become my own. Everything that was on my phone will become yours. To let you know that they have your data stored. They can track you. They can manipulate your mind. And they are not doing it only with you. They are using it to censor territories, so that they know the kind of policies and the kind of attractions they can send to those territories. So they know what sells in Kenya, and they know what sells in Nigeria. So if they want to attack Kenya, what they do here is different from what happens in Nigeria. They know how Kenyans think, they know how Nigerians think, because they have data, robust data, thoroughly analyzed to determine the kind of people you are. So if they want to attack you, they know whether they should use lust, or whether they should use panic and fear, or whether they should use oppression. They can define your psychology. This is the war we are up against. So when we say sons must rise, they need a lot of equipping to fight this battle. My time is going. Let me try to go into legislators so that I round up.